President Museveni has blamed the spate of crimes in the course of the year on corruption and laxity among security agencies. However, he is confident that the security situation is going to improve, given that although only 3 of the 10 crime-fighting proposals he had laid out earlier had been implemented, the number of criminals arrested and crimes foiled had already increased. On 20th June 2018, while the President addressed Parliament following the assassination of the then Arua Municipality Member of Parliament, he listed 10 measures for curbing violent crimes, out of which 3 have been implemented. Local defense personnel have since been recruited, trained and deployed. Installation of CCTV cameras and fingerprinting of the guns have been implemented.
The ability of the criminals to do bad things and escape is going down. Yet the anti-crime measures we have planned for are not even 30% implemented. We have just implemented a little of the 10 measures which I announced in 2017, but already the criminals are really under pressure.
The 7 remaining measures include introduction of traceable electronic number plates, removal of wrong elements within the security forces, prohibiting hoods for motorcyclists, public intelligence, use of unmanned aerial vehicles, and use of police radio calls. Nevertheless, violent crimes persisted during the course of the year, with the number of high-profile murders still unresolved. Museveni says police registered 21 murders during the Christmas period alone.
The crimes which were committed recently are not the type of sophisticated crimes that we are beginning to deal with. These are just simple fights. Except there were 2 which I saw in the report. One was in Nyakayo Zombarara, where an 80-year-old man was murdered at the gate of his house.
President Museveni has also urged Ugandans to promote conservation to avoid natural disasters related to environmental degradation.
Countrymen and women, going into the wetlands, going into the forests, going on the very steep mountain slopes, more than 32% degrees steep, is suicide. We talked about this before. Some of the cheap politicians were misleading people not to listen to our message, and the consequence are these deaths. Death in the swamps, death in the forest, in the mountains.
He also attributed the NRM government's efforts towards the commercialization of agriculture for the recent bumper harvest. The provided data shows that the country now produces a total of 5 million tons of maize, 500,000 tons of sugar, 2.5 billion liters of milk, 60 million kilograms of tea, and 5 million bags of coffee. The farmers are, however, feeling the pinch with the sharp fall in the prices of the produce. The farm gate price for a litre of milk is 300 shillings. A kilogram of maize goes for the same amount.
By working with Africa, through Pan-Africanism and patriotism and international cooperation, the NRM will solve the problem of the market in the products in which we have got comparative advantage. The producers, however, must solve one problem, the problem of quality.
In the 50-minute New Year message, President Museveni also directed village leaders to monitor schools meant to provide free education and prevent them from charging school fees. Jackson Onyango, NTV.